to the MD Moto Group channel. I'm Dr. Brian Dominguez, and today Engineer Mendoza and myself are going to chat about something that happens to us a lot as we travel. Check it out. Okay, so where are we in this video, Deya?
We are outside of Berlin at a winery shop.
To pick up some wine?
Yes.
It's going really well. Always goes well.
Let's take a look here. I think we've already got some wine.
Where to? Where do you want to go?
And what's really typical is when we stop, is that we get approached by people to talk. So we hear this a lot too, where, you know, they've spoken to someone who's gone around some of the states, they write a book, they wait until they retire to do it.
Right.
Drop back down through the Dakotas and that way, come back east.
What about Alaska? Arctic Circle?
That's a drive.
It's beautiful.
It is.
It's beautiful. Yeah. Once you go there, you always want to go back. Are you riding right now? Or?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a gentleman I met. He wrote a book, and he did the same thing when he retired. He was 62. It took 4 months, and he did the whole way around. He said the only mistake was he.
Why do you think that is, Deya? Why do we get a lot of that?
The valley was in the middle of summer.
Do you mean why do people do it, or why
I know
do we
hot
get that
is
comment?
just
You
as
wanna
bad
get
as
that
cold.
comment.
Yeah.
So
That's why I said, okay, I learned from you. I'm gonna go that way.
yeah. We brought the bikes from Vancouver down to New Mexico, and then New Mexico we'll go back up to Ontario.
Okay.
But we did 2 years on these bikes, 16 countries. So we went up to Alaska, the Arctic Circle,
Yeah.
out to Newfoundland on the East Coast,
And then what do
all
you
the way
think
down to
people
Argentina,
think
turned around,
when they
came all the way
hear
back up.
a little bit about our story, which
So about
we haven't written a book.
We've got about 80,000
I don't know
miles.
why they feel
something like
compelled
that.
to tell us a story about someone else who didn't do something or did it. But perhaps what they are
They've been pretty good.
acknowledging or recognizing is that we are not waiting until we are retired or too old to do it.
Right. Which age doesn't seem to matter from the people that we've met as well, right?
Well, it does matter when you measure what you can do. Like most people who are doing it at the age of 60 plus, they are not staying in campgrounds. They're staying in hotels because their back hurts or they just simply cannot have less comfort than what their bodies allow.
Right. Except for superheroes like Chuck.
Well, Mr. Chuck is different. It doesn't matter what age Mr. Chuck is. I think he will be able to do whatever he wants to do. He doesn't have any limits that I know of.
Like when you go into the shop and they're just like, oh yeah, no, you need to replace the chain. No, you can wear it till it's a string, you know. It'll go. It's ugly. It sounds like crap. It's annoying. But if you know, when you're out for a while, you do what you got to do, right? Because sometimes you got no options. But
So we just kind of blew this guy out of the water, I think, because in the sense that, he was just telling us about the fellow who wrote a book who drove around the U.S. and we just did, we did significantly more than that. But my question is, What the hell are you doing?
What
the-
changed the jet?
What do you mean? I mean, just look. I am protecting myself from the rain.
What kind of bike?
So I'm bending over so that I can send a message and look at the route
Okay,
without getting water in my phone.
Okay, so, all right. I wonder what other people think you're up to. I wonder if it was obvious.
right around this. Uh-huh. Well, I'll tell you the one thing about these dual sports that you won't get on those bikes. Two things actually. First, when dirt comes along, when the dirt comes, you don't even slow down. You just stand up, keep going. The second thing is that your feet are right underneath your hips, and you can go forever like that. As soon as your feet are out in front, all the weight's on your lower back, and it'll fatigue you quicker. And so these things are actually really nice for distance. Sure, because it's, like riding a lawn chair, right? Which is comfortable. But actually, after a long time, you probably notice it. You feel it, right?
You laugh because you know what you were thinking at that point.
You steer with your knees. You just,
I can see you leaving.
on the things. You steer
He can see you leaving.
Thank you. Cheers.
He knows I'm in trouble.
Not in trouble, just that.
Were you impatient or you
No, I don't know what is going on, and I'm glad that you get the chance to talk to people about things, but there are times where the safety is important, more important than any chat or anything else.
My wife just left. I gotta catch her now.
And
My
the
wife just
rain
left.
was starting to get
I gotta catch her now.
to us, and initially you wanted to leave because of the rain, and then you want to chat, so it's a very contradictory action. I don't understand. You're asking me to leave Berlin because the rain and this and that, and then you start chatting and you don't
Sounds
end.
like you were holding a grudge.
That was cool. That you just left. That was cool. That you just left. They're like, oh, you're in trouble. Get going. Okay. New Philadelphia.
And when we get there, we stop, and then it's Cadiz. And then from Cadiz, we evaluate.
New Philadelphia, Ohio.
14 miles.
Seven miles. Is that right?
You didn't get sick.
Yeah.
though.
Then we'll reevaluate, you said. Yep.
And I follow you during the entire trip on this one.
Mostly because we were changing directions a lot, I think, right?
Oh, yeah.
But we could have just done it with a map. Although the cities are a little more. I mean, that's why I think that we don't like going through cities. Is it's a lot of navigation.
But this GPS put us through the cities all the time. With the maps, we don't go through the cities.
Yeah,
We just don't.
that's right.
So I have to rethink that, because I'm glad we got to see all the nice cities in Kentucky and Ohio, but it was taxing to go through every single city.
Yeah, it's a challenge versus being out in the countryside like this. It's a lot nicer, of course. But we get a lot, even bad weather, or whatever. When we stop, we seem to get approached by a lot of people, which is really nice. It's part of the experience that we appreciate. No.
More in the US. In Canada, people just wander space.
Yeah, seems that way, for sure.
Definitely the US is friendlier for traveling. And the service is good. And the campgrounds are
We've had
cheap.
we've
oh
had
my
really
God.
great experiences. All right, thanks, Deja.
Okay.
Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, smash a button, and we'll see you next time.